Welcome to Real Vermont News. I'm Bob Frenier here to say somebody's finally looking into things. Today, we're looking into why Vermont's environmental movement applauded the closing of the Vermont Yankee nuclear power plant, which made a third of Vermont's energy with zero greenhouse gas emissions. But now, those same people demand we generate 90% of our energy from renewables by 2050. Didn't closing Vermont Yankee make that impossible? Here's correspondent Guy Page with a report.
Bob, most power industry analysts say the United States can't achieve meaningful carbon emission reduction without nuclear power, which produces more zero emissions power than windmills, solar panels, biomass, hydro, and geothermal combined. It's all about fuel density. A few pellets of uranium burned in one reactor, sited on a few acres, will yield more carbon-free power more reliably than the wind and sun energy captured by renewable power plants spread over thousands of acres of Vermont's landscape.
Vermont's plan to depend almost entirely on renewables just got some bad news, too. The Vermont Climate Commission says greenhouse gases have been going up and up and up in Vermont since 1990, even though windmills and solar panels are popping up all over the state. And now the support for windmills has collapsed because people see how ugly they are and how awful they look on our mountaintops. So why is Vermont clinging to its renewable energy policy? Why aren't the Vermonters who are concerned about climate change demanding nuclear power?
That's a good question, Bob. Why some politicians seem unwilling to ask, even though we only avoided blackouts last December and January by burning huge amounts of coal and oil. And it's not just nuclear power that never gets discussed, it's hydro too. It's any competition to the green vision of an industrial society powered by wind and solar.
Even if renewables were producing lots of cheap electricity, which they're not, and even if the 90% goal was right around the corner, which it isn't, Vermont occupies only 5/1000ths of 1% of the world's surface area. We'll never have a measurable impact on the overall climate. So, if you think it's time for Vermont's government to start paying attention to local problems we might actually be able to solve, then like this video, click your Facebook share icon to tell all your friends about it, and tell every politician you meet that Vermont needs cheap, reliable energy, which means natural gas, nuclear, and hydro. And that's all the Real Vermont News we have time for. A lot more happened, and we'll be looking into all of it.